How's it going, guys? We are live from the shop tonight. So a lot of you guys tuning in later are probably wondering what is this live stream? What's it all about? What is the plan for it? And so I have a couple things I'd like to talk a little bit about the 23 project cars, pretty much that I own, and talk about them, what I'm gonna do with them, kind of ask you guys and get some opinions, and see which ones should kind of go on the chopping block and get rid of. Um, the other thing, talk a little bit about the Supra. I think I already kind of figured out, kind of what like, I've accepted the paint issue with the Supra. So I was gonna kind of leave this for its other video, and I don't want to say it, but I was planning on working on the Supra this week. But anyhow, I do plan on working on the Supra shortly. Within like the next day or so. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much what this live stream is going to be about. The other thing is the Crown Vic. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to, instead of just sitting around blabbing in one of these live streams, to actually kind of work on a car, and you could watch me kind of messing with the Crown Vic. So the Crown Vic has been sitting outside I haven't started it in probably 2 or 3 months or something like that. I think I tried starting it I started a couple months ago, tried to do a burnout, and I think it messed up one of the spark plugs or something like that. So anyhow, I went ahead, and earlier I went to O'Reilly's and I got me a set of spark plugs for it. And so I was going to go ahead and like basically throw a set of spark plugs in it, do a compression test, make sure that the motor and everything is healthy. Probably to finish this live stream off with a burnout in the Crown Vic is the plan. And then I don't know, unless we could figure out some awesome way. Sorry, my thumb's in the way of the camera. Unless we could figure out something awesome to do with the Crown Vic, I'm probably going to go ahead and that's going to be the first one that I'm going to sell, even though, I don't know. I mentioned a couple times, I know Cletus is doing a Crown Vic build, but I mean, I would like to do some sort of a challenge thing. That would be a lot of fun, but since this one's kind of already built and I already did, the turbo kit and all that stuff on it, I think it'd be more beneficial to actually just sell it and then start fresh. I think like a Power Stroke Crown Vic would be perfect. I think that would be a really awesome project just because they actually have a full frame and actual suspension, and they're pretty heavy duty. But yeah, those are all things we're planning on I guess talking about in this live stream. So what do you guys want to see first? Do you want to the Crown Vic thing will probably take a little while. Would you guys like kind of a tour of the oh, I forgot about the RV. I forgot about the RV. That needs to go on the list. So what would you guys like to see first? Talking about the Supra, going over some of the project cars and kind of like a little project car tour, and then we'll probably do the Crown Vic, swap the plugs in it, and try to do a burnout kind of towards the end. I'm not sure how long this live stream is going to last. Sometimes they last an hour. I usually try to at least live stream for an hour. So we'll at least do that. And then maybe, I don't know, sometimes they go to 2 hours. The last live stream got pretty crazy, and somebody basically paid me to shave off my beard. And so it's finally grown back. So I don't think we're going to be doing anything crazy like that. I don't want to shave my beard again. Jamie didn't like that. She was like, "Oh, that's the high school Trevor," and I didn't like the high school Trevor. So, but yeah, Dave's gonna help me do the Crown Vic thing here in a little bit. So, somebody said they love me. Thank you. Have your homies sell me the CRX in the back. How did you like the Mustang? So the Mustang didn't really drift that well at the event. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that when you pull the e-brake to actually get it to kick sideways, it doesn't have any power. Like you're not in power to come back out of, like you don't have any power to come out of the drift. So that's not really that cool. Let's see. So yeah, I think a lot of you guys. So in the, I guess we'll talk about the project cars and how many of them that I have. If I could set this thing up so that it's actually hanging out. So we're going to add number 24 to the list because technically I would consider the RV a project. So we're number 24 is a 1992. What the hell is that? It's a Euro Premier. Euro Premier RV. So 24 project cars. I'm pretty much considering my truck, the Saabs, everything is a project car. So, can I have a phone, please? Who wants to be a comment moderator so that we don't have a bunch of crazy people saying random things in here. Anyhow, let's go over the list. So I wrote a list of cars that I own and projects, and once we kind of go through this list, I'll actually kind of show you guys a couple things. And hold on, let's see. Adding a couple moderators in here just so they can kind of make sure that people aren't being super crazy in the comments, which is always nice, because sometimes I just can't pay attention. But all right, cool. That's all taken care of. No more mods. Appreciate you guys doing that for me. Anyhow, so we have the 89 S13 hatch. That's basically outside next to the Crown Vic. That is a car I've kind of talked about doing. I wanted to initially, that was going to be the first giveaway car. We were going to do one JZ S13, and that was going to be a giveaway car. The second car is the 2008 Crown Vic. Third is the 92 S13 240SX Integra car with it's basically a S13 that has Integra taillights converted in it. We have the Saab Aero parts car that I just got from the auction. So that's the flood one. The 2008 Aero wagon. The 95 240SX parts car, which I have out back. Or I guess you could maybe consider that one. No, that one's down here, the other S1 or the other S14. We have my 06 daily wagon. We have the 03 Saab 2-liter turbo, which is sitting behind the van. We have the 2002 E350 Ford like 4x4 van. We have the 2011 F350. The 95 S14 with the cage. That is the one that is sitting on top of the Turbo Civic on the shelf. We have the 98 Turbo Civic, 2015 Mustang, 1995 wrecked Supra, 95 rainy day Supra, 95 red Supra, 95 black daily, the daily Supra. And then we have the 05 blue Saab parts, which is the one that I used to fix my wagon. 84 Ford Mustang Fox body, which used to have the 2.3 turbo in it and a 5-speed. And then we have a 95 S14 that is good enough. We have 72 Datsun 510, the 99 BMW E46 drift car, the 02 F250 Power Stroke, the 92 Euro Premier RV. And the other thing that I forgot is I have my drift car. I forgot that I have a drift car. So technically, 25, that's like sad when you have, stupid pin isn't working. 95 Nissan 240 drift car. So 25 cars, correction, 25 cars. So which ones do you guys think I should sell? Pretty much all, yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess if you add in the bikes, and then I have like three or four trailers, the two basically motorcycles, the four trailers, and then I'm not even adding in Jamie's car, because that's kind of mine, and that's like kind of split or whatever. It's basically mine and hers, but it's ours. So we're looking, almost 30 stupid cars, which is absolutely insane. So I feel like that's kind of been, a source of my like lack of motivation recently, which pretty much has to do with the fact that I come to the shop and like absolutely there's something that I could do to any one of these cars on every single day. There's always something that I could do, which is insane. And it's overwhelming, like thinking about it. And then, so pretty much when you start to work on a car, you almost just need to like go like this and like put your tunnel vision on only at that car, and you just like screw everything else. Yeah, it's bad. But I think, like I said, the Crown Vic, I think that one might be an easy one to sell. It's tax season right now. So there is a, everybody gets their taxes back, the people who, get taxes back. And everybody likes to spend money on dumb things around this time of year. They get like $2,000 back and they get on Craigslist. And what do? They're like, what can I blow this $2,000 on? Because, it burns a hole in their pocket. So tax season is absolutely the best time to sell all of your random project cars and stuff. And then if you want to buy a project car, like November, December is like, the best time to buy things, because people need or they want to sell all the random projects, and they need Christmas money and all that type of stuff. And everybody's pretty much broke at Christmas anyhow. But yeah, so let's do like a little bit of a tour. Sorry, I did have a thing where I'd be able to actually put the, what am I trying to say? Where I could put my phone on like the little thing that looks like I don't know, the little pod or whatever, and so it wouldn't be so shaky. So let's see. A lot of people have asked me about the S14 up on the top of the lift. So this was probably 3 years ago when the video that I have of actually putting a roll cage in that thing. So I did build a roll cage, which was basically a replica of the cage that was in my S14, which I got that done at Hanksville Hot Rods, and that's like a fully TIG welded, FD legal, anti-intrusion bar, beautiful roll cage in there. And I basically like copied that into here. And this has always been like the backup drift car shell. So if I ever like really, really wadded that thing up to where it was just like completely trash, I'd be able to basically just drop subframes or whatever was good, all the good parts off of it, and basically reshell the car into that. So that is the purpose of that car. And that is why it's just basically sat around forever. It used to sit right here, and it was just an absolute, it just looked like a pile. You couldn't even tell there was a car underneath there. Those of you guys who have been around a while, you know that. Or you guys remember the parts shelf. The Turbo Civic, I think I got it around the same time too, about 2.5, 3 years ago. And it was just one of those deals I ran across on Craigslist. I kind of had already got out of the Turbo Civic things, and this popped up, and I was like, okay, cool. Like that's kind of cheap. I think I actually ended up trading something for it. But anyhow, it basically pulled when I got it, he said that it needed a head gasket. And so when I went ahead and I decked the head, put a new head gasket and all that stuff back on it, and then went to tighten it down with the head studs, and it basically pulled the studs out of the block, or like 2 of the studs. So then I did like 2 time certs in it, got it all back together and running, but it's, I don't know, the wire, because it already is turboed. It's a fully built sleeved D16, Honda, injectors, all that stuff, top mount turbo kit. The engine bay is like all shaved and tucked, but it has like a Jillian like butt connectors. So I'm planning on doing like I think like a rye wire harness or like a Wiring Specialties harness. I don't know if they actually make a Honda harness, but I'm planning on doing like a nice tucked harness in it and painting it, and but with everything else, it's just like, holy crap. The Rainy Day Supra, basically I got this, I ran across this. It was actually a subscriber. He sent me some pictures of these taillights or these headlights, and he's like, hey, I heard you were looking for some headlights. He's like, I got these, and it was like on a car, and I was like, well, what's up with the car? And basically somebody stole a bunch of parts off of it, and it was just sitting, and I was like, well, how much for the whole car? So we made a deal on the whole car, and this is, I don't know, it's almost like a college fund for Carson, or it's just one of those things. Like, I feel like if I ever got in a position where I needed money, I could just put this thing together real quick or sell it, or it'd be like, I don't know. It's the Rainy Day Supra. So I got plans for it, but just not right now. There's too many other things. We got the 2 bikes. I got the KTM running the other day, but it like burnt out the voltage regulator because I hooked up a battery charger to it, and you're not supposed to. This thing, the tranny, basically needs yanked out of it and either replace the gears or the shift forks, or just completely swap that other engine and tranny that I have, or the spare engine that came with it, and like the gas tank and stuff. But I'm not really planning on keeping the bike, the crotch rocket, at all. I'm planning on getting rid of that. The dirt bike, I initially was planning on just trading it for a 350, like a KTM 350. That's what I really want. But I've been watching a lot of like supermoto, like moto vlogs recently with like this, and I think the guy's name is Fooligan, and he has this pretty much exact same bike with supermoto wheels on it. and just rides it around on the street, and it just looks like insane. So let's see. The Mustang, the plans with that, most of you guys already know, is either yank out the EcoBoost and try to figure out some sort of like an adapter plate to get it swapped to a manual transmission. And oh, Dave's bringing the live saber over here.
Yeah, I was looking at the Fox body. We're gonna swap this EcoBoost into.
I think the EcoBoost would be good in the Fox body, but I'll basically show you guys the outside. Is the battery still good on that?
Yeah, I mean
it's Milwaukee.
It's a container light.
So sorry guys, I'm not paying a whole lot of attention to the comments right now. I'm just kind of rambling. So anyhow, EcoBoost manual swap. I would really like. I'd kind of like to give the EcoBoost a chance. You know, if I can't figure that out, 2JZ it is. The bears are just kind of too expensive and too hard to find and get over here. And I found a guy that he basically has a wrecking yard in Australia and is willing to ship one like air freight. But I'm just kind of scared of customs because I guess customs doesn't like them. If you guys don't really notice too, I put the actual lip on it too. I ordered one, but that'll be in another video. Saab engine. I want to put like a GT30 on a Saab. This wrecked parts Supra underneath this thing. You guys don't remember me going like on the 52-hour road trip to pick up this car and the rainy day Supra. It's all wrecked down the side. It basically got in a super bad like wreck and hit the wall at a drag strip on like some 10 years old tires up in Minnesota. So this chassis is pretty much messed up. I always kind of thought I would like to bring it back and actually try to do you know, like a hard top conversion, like a rear half cut. There was one for sale and I kind of slept on it. So I always kind of wanted to do like a Supra drift car, but I mean, honestly, right now I'm kind of more stoked about the Mustang drift car than I would be having a Supra drift car. The S14, it's pretty much where it is. It works and it runs and it's good, but it does have a leak now. I think the VVTi gear seal started leaking, and yeah, I don't know. We got Dave right here. That's a big project right there. I don't know what to do with that, but yeah. Anyhow, there is then there's the Supra. So like I said, I kind of wanted to go over this in like its own video, but we're already here and I'm explaining things. I pretty much decided that I don't care about the paint, and it's taken me like a long time to actually get to this point. Hopefully you guys can see me because I'm not looking at it, but so yeah, it's taken me a long time to actually be okay with this and realize that I never really wanted a perfect Supra in the first place, because when you have a perfect Supra, you don't want to drive it. You don't want people to come near it. You don't want to touch it. You're afraid to get it on the highway. You're afraid to take it on road trips. And yeah, because like pieces of wood and wheels and tires fall off trailers, and you know, just bad things happen to perfect cars. And so I figure if I put it in my head that this thing is always going to need repainted, then I'm going to be okay with driving it, taking it to car shows and, you know, driving it to Walmart and, you know, getting groceries or whatever in it. That's kind of my mentality with it. So I think, you know, I would basically have to repaint the whole entire car, and that's like another $1,500 in materials. And I just don't want to do that right now. There's pretty much $1,500 worth of paint on it right now. So the plan is to basically scuff it to where it is right here, which is like 600 grit, 600 or 800 grit, and then just clear coat it. Re-clear coat it, cut and buff it, and you know, the minor little like dark spots that I was having issues with. You can see I kind of buffed this bumper, and you could kind of see it. Let's see. I actually might just repaint the rear bumper because I need to do a side skirt. So you can see, I don't know, you can't really see. See like right there? There's like that one dark spot. I'll try to get it like next to the light. So there's that little dark spot. Basically what that is that's almost like a piece of lint that got in there, and then the candy pulled up around it, and then it just it turned it into a dark spot. So yeah, that's I guess that's the plan with it. Is I don't want a perfect Supra anymore, and so I'm not gonna say when I'm gonna work on it. Probably this weekend. You know, it's Friday, but I've said that a couple more times. So how about this? I'm not gonna work on the Supra for another year. We'll just if I don't work on it, that's. But Anyhow, let's go outside. Should we go do a tour?
Of what?
I was gonna. We're showing them the projects right now. The 25 cars. I forgot about the RV and the S14.
The RV counts as 3 cars. 'Cause it takes it.
Dave just said the RV counts as 3 cars.
It's like a 3 fucking container.
Check out this. Check out this Milwaukee light. This thing is a beast. It's an under hood light, and it's battery powered. So check that out.
I was using it in container mode.
Yeah, Dave had it in container mode. So no more Saabs, please, no more. Sorry. All right, you ready to go outside?
Can I take the wheelchair?
So it's kind of cold here in Colorado, but yeah, we're gonna have this this light to guide us, and we're basically gonna talk. Sorry if this is turning into a longer process. So we have. Check this out. So we got the 2011 F350. Oh, because you turn the lights on in the back. 2011 F350, basically still messing with the tuning on this thing, and it basically has 0 power until it gets to 160 degrees, and it has a little bit of an oil leak that I'm kind of frustrated about, that you have to like pull the whole engine. But yeah, so that's where this thing is. We got the 2002 E350 van, and basically this thing has a 7.3 power stroke in it, the Quigley 4x4 kit, so it is 4-wheel drive. You can see it's got the pumpkin. So it's actually a really rare and kind of expensive van. So the engine is basically, I don't know, it's low compression on a couple cylinders, and it basically just died on the way home because I did drive it home. And so I have another engine in the shop, and it just needs to go in there. And I was gonna like paint the frame and clean it. And then I was gonna go like crazy, but then again, the 06 daily wagon, the dad wagon, that thing's pretty good. It's going to be my dad's here as soon as I fix the other one. Let's see. This is a Saab that I've had. There's another Craigslist thing, bought it cheap, and it basically needs the ECU. It's an 03, and the paint wasn't this bad when I got it. And it's been sitting out here for like 3 years now. But so anyhow, the 03s have an issue with the ECUs and the capacitors. So like it starts and it runs flawless for the first like 3 or 4 minutes until the ECU gets hot, and then it basically starts sputtering, doing a bunch of crazy stuff. I did buy a China Tech 2 and had some issues like marrying the ECU because I have another ECU. Just kind of car that you buy cheap, and it's just, I don't know, it's not on your priority list of fixing. Yeah, let's. So then we got the 89 240SX S13 hatch. It is a hardtop. It's a single cam automatic. And so the plan with this one was going to be a giveaway car. We were going to do like 1JZ hatch and paint it and do all that other stuff. We do have some other plans, and it still might be a giveaway car, maybe a replica of another like cream 13 YouTube car. Maybe? I don't know. It's in the works maybe. It's an idea. And then we got the 08 Crown Vic, which you guys will see that a lot in a bit. We have the Integra Taillight 240. So this was actually my very, very first drift car. Had some crazy yellow like exhaust tubing cage in it. I blew up a bunch of KAs in this thing. I don't even know how many, probably 5, trying to turbo them. And yeah, so did a bunch of that stuff back in the day. It was like a really riced out, like early 2000s Fast and Furious car. And it had like some Altezza like Integra taillights in it, and I ended up finding these ones at a junkyard and just put some regular Integra taillights in it. But so it is currently KA and manual, and has like 5-lug over arms and all kinds of car. There's a lot of it, just I don't know. We got the 09 parts sedan, the flood car, that is basically just awaiting for me to continue fixing this. So this is the 08 Aero wagon. I'm waiting until like next Tuesday to go to the frame shop with it. This is the S14 that we basically bought for a random interior, but traded parts car. Needed some random interior bits for the giveaway card. We needed it like last minute. Everything. So yeah, let's take a walk.
Yeah, you can't walk that far away from the shop. It's mad.
Are you sure? Here, hold this. Okay, we're still kind of here. I think it might have switched from. Well, we got away from the Wi-Fi. No Wi-Fi is what happened. Dang it. David, tell him the internet is lagging. It's fine now. We back. Sell me your Civic. Okay, everybody says it's good now. So I apologize, guys.
Looks like it's rusting up there. What happened there?
Yeah, so RV, it basically needs in-frame rebuild. Hey, you're taking the light. So everybody says the thing is all right. So
Attacked it up there. It's all like there's a
yeah. So the RV, you know, I initially pointed at the RV. So the RV is basically sat on the side of the shop for, I don't know, probably like a year now. And it needs an in-frame rebuild. It's an 8.3 Cummins. The oil pan is off of it, and then the cylinder liners have a little bit of scrapiness on it. Hopefully you guys can see this. RV is out. So we got Dave's G35. We got the 05 Saab sedan 2-liter that has some engine issues that I basically used to fix my wagon.
Yeah, icicle.
What?
The icicle going around the tire.
Well, that is nice. Look at the icicle tire. Wow, okay. Dave's VR4 shell, CRX, that is my buddy's. That I think they're gonna come get it actually here in a little bit. And then we have this 84, I believe it's an 84, Fox body Mustang. So this was a 2.3 turbo engine with a 4-speed manual, I believe. And I initially got this car, and the plan was it was going to be a turbo 6-liter like LS with 4L80E and like this crazy like street drag car. And then what ended up happening is I had my truck sitting outside of the shop one night, and somebody broke into it, and I had a folder with like the title to this and I think like 1 or 2 other cars in there.
240 on the shelf.
Yeah, the 240 on the shelf. And so I basically lost the paperwork for those cars, and this thing is basically sat outside ever since. When I got it, it had a broken out window, and then what ended up happening is it sat out back, and then some kids, well, I replaced the windows on the side. Both of these ones on the other side were good, and then I guess somebody came back here and like threw rocks at it and basically busted the window. Let's see. We're gonna hurry this up a little bit. Yeah, sorry about the quality. I think it connected. And then I do have this is another S14 shell. It's a 95 auto. They basically cut the radiator support to get the engine out of it. And I don't know, it was one of those things. I bought it and it had coilovers and 5-lug on it, and I basically bought it for the coilovers, the 5-lug, I think the diff, the axles, and the steering rack. So I basically used it for a parts car, and then yeah, there it is. And then another one of Dave's VR4s. So we're gonna run back into the shop because my hand is like freezing. Dave's carrying the lightsaber, the Milwaukee light. This thing, like, that thing's amazing. If you guys ever do anything like with under hood lights,
You don't want to check
all the
RV.
I went in there like last week and it's all right.
Looks like water can get in.
Yeah, I need to put like some tape on it or something. But yeah, well, I guess what we could do is we could. So the original plan was we were gonna pull in the Crown Vic. So I guess let's see if the Crown Vic starts. Half of the car should be scrapped. All right.
There's some good parts on them.
All right, let's see. So we're going over to the Crown Vic now. We're gonna see if this thing will start. So this thing hasn't been started in months, probably 2 months. Here, Dave, you wanna do the honors?
You started it 2 months ago?
I think.
A year.
Hey, battery's dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you even get in it?
I don't know. This is how door dings happen.
It's a drift car. Oh man. Oh no.
What?
I think it's dead.
Oh,
Did we steal the battery out of it for something?
I don't think so. Maybe I could jump with the Milwaukee light.
I can't even get it in gear because it's not powered.
should all be manual.
That's not cool. Well, it won't let me.
No.
Like, it won't let me pull it out of gear.
Yeah, I guess probably battery.
Like, the worst part about it is that you have to do this to get in and out of it.
Yeah.
That sucks. Really cool, too.
I'm pretty sure you haven't started the thing in a year.
No.
There's battery.
Oh, I forgot the stupid struts don't work, too. Yeah, I don't think it'll work. You think we should just hook up the...
Is this running?
Probably Jesse. Probably just hook up the battery charger to it.
Yeah.
Just that.
Oh man, some heat.
Yeah, that's bad.
Some heat.
Do you think we should hook up just the battery charger?
You could always back the Mustang out there and jump it.
Yeah, but then I have those jumper cables.
What happened to the battery box?
It kind of sucks.
Yeah, didn't you have another one that just had like a messed up thing? Let's see what people are saying.
Pointed at you.
Why?
Pointed at you.
Ah.
Reverse it.
Should I just do like you know when you're on a chair and you just spin around, see if I get people dizzy?
No, don't do that.
Live streaming.
Yeah. Well, everybody asked Jesse where he's been.
Ah.
No, we went over that once.
Wow.
Who's live streaming it?
Trevor. Yeah, where you been, Jesse? What have you been doing?
Placing oil.
Yeah.
Alright, battery charger now.
What's he trying to start?
Crown Vic.
Are you gonna reach?
Sell that thing. Sell that bag of shit.
Wait, Dave, will you follow me out here?
Hey,
Trevor
Jesse.
needs David to hold his.
Here, push me on the wheelchair out there. And I'll turn the light on. It's gonna be like a little mini.
Oh, I'm gonna hit the freaking.
My head might hit. Oh, shit.
Fuck, this wheelchair needs some suspension.
Oh, it's too short. This is sketchy. I've never rode in a wheelchair.
There you go.
Thanks, Jesse.
Look at that little ghetto eBay breather. No,
That's probably an AutoZone one.
probably is. We're gonna get sucked in there and blow up. Where's your knees?
Wrapped up for the winter.
Alright, P. Hey, Jesse, will you hold up this hood?
All right, David.
Or you holding
Don't die. Don't die, David. This battery isn't gonna do nothing.
It will.
It's dead.
It might. It
I'm
might
just
come
gonna
back.
use the alternator to run the car instead of the battery.
That's fine.
What's the volts?
1.
Yeah.
Yeah, this ain't coming back.
You got a Saab battery. Well, just give her the start mode. Put it in start mode.
Look, 14 volts. It's good to go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, put it in start mode. It'll
Maybe
fire.
static volt.
I mean, maybe let's let it chill for like a couple
No,
minutes.
it's chilling. Look at that
We're gonna let
snow. It's got a snow mustache.
Oh, don't do that. Hold on.
Jesse slams it on the battery cables.
The hood's metal. It'll take
It burns down to the.
It'll take it.
Live on YouTube.
Be like,
Vic burns to the ground.
who's that one guy? He's like, I don't get paid for nothing. He lights his Dodge and he on fire.
Yeah.
Oh, the Roman Atwood video from... No, that was back in the day, yeah. I ain't doing this for nothing, man. Yeah, let's go inside.
Okay, Jesse, get me.
Here, I'll push you, Dave.
Whee!
I got you, bud.
What's up?
Jesse, don't cuss.
Whee! Oh no, there's like a big. Oh no. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be able to get me. Here, there you go.
What is that for?
Swapping parts around.
Okay, what?
What's that for?
Alright.
What?
Apologize about that, guys. So the hopefully the internet comes back. My hands are really cold.
Jesse?
Yeah, I don't know. It's keeps saying reconnecting.
It's probably because it's like confused. And the Wi-Fi sucks anyway because every time I
We're back. Hopefully hopefully this is better. Jesse likes to swear Dave messed up the internet. My hands are not cold. Yeah, Jeff, I seen your message earlier. Or your comment. Jeff has a 5-inch MagnaFlow muffler that he said he'd give me for the drone on the Power Stroke. Oh, that thing drones. When you're like 70 miles an hour in 6th gear, like 20 pounds of boost, it's like whoa, like it just like.
Remember when you told me it didn't drone?
Well, it doesn't drone when you don't have an enclosed trailer on it. To like ricochet. I'm challenging you to a Vic drift build. Tell David to message Christopher back. Jeez. There's no Integra. Build a Fox body on a budget and compare both stings. Where did you message Dave at? How much do you want for the Fox body? So like how the Fox body is, like I said, there's no title because I had it and it basically got stolen out of my truck. I think I told somebody like $300 for it. Somewhere in there. I mean, it's basically a rolling shell. There's no engine and tranny in it. I pulled that out and I sold it. So the plans with it. It would be cool to put an EcoBoost in it, but just the interior is pretty far gone now that it's been sitting outside for like a year with the windows smashed out of it. But the title wasn't in my name, so that's why I can't get a title for it. I hadn't registered it yet. It was still in project mode where I just basically got it and had for like, I think it was like 2 weeks, and then they pulled it out. But yeah, the 4x4 van, I do have the 7.3 Power Stroke sitting over here. I could show it to you guys. Got the 7.3 Power Stroke in the corner underneath a microwave. I bought a rolled truck at the auction and basically parted the truck out, pulled the engine out of it, sold the tranny, sold the axle, sold the frame, scrapped the body, and basically got like a free engine, which is pretty good. But yeah, I have somebody who actually wants to buy that thing, and he has like a family with I think like 9 kids, and he told me like whenever it's done, he's like, just do it and I'll buy it. And I just haven't. I tried to get a hold of the previous owners of the Mustang, and I actually did, and then I swapped phones, and then I lost their number. So I bought the Mustang from a house that was like their rental house. So, I don't know, a long story about that, but I'll take a Supra off your hands. Ford 6.2 under 2K. He said in the YouTube community messages.
I looked on there yesterday. I replied to a Chinese company and.
On the YouTube messages?
Yeah.
Huh. That's odd. How much for the black Supra? What black Supra?
I'll look on my.
Sick van, fix it. Yeah. Hey Dave, sand the floors in the ship.
In the ship.
I don't know.
My floors look good.
I don't know what ship he's talking about, but put a 2JZ in a lawnmower. $2,000 for the Civic. I was actually trying to sell the Civic. I think I was asking like $3,500, and nobody wanted it. So it's a SolidWorks message. But anyhow.
Oh, I replied.
I think he said he replied.
Yeah, I said tight.
Build the red Supra. Someone said $400 for the Fox body. Oh, I'll take $400 for the Fox body. Come get it. No, I said $300 for the Fox body. I thought about like adding all of my project cars to my like Shopify web store, and like where you couldn't actually go there and like buy them, but where you could like contact me if you were interested and have like a listing and description so that I could like shoot all you guys there. The other thing is now with like, it's just a pain in the butt to sell anything on Craigslist anymore. Like,
Did I post tires on Craigslist?
Did you post tires on Craigslist? You probably did. Are you Canadian? No. That's a great idea. That was me. What's your take on rotaries? Yeah, if anybody wants to buy any of my my random project cars other than the Supras, motionhoundtv@gmail.com. Finish the dad wagon. Yeah, the wagons. I was actually thinking about instead of painting the blue wagon, I was thinking about just actually plastic dipping it. So my buddies, they have, I think it's like 4 gallons of like gray, like primer looking plastic dip, which I probably wouldn't necessarily leave it just straight gray, but it would be a great base for something else. I think it'd be cool to have like a flat, like metallic gray, if that's even possible. I think that would really look cool on the wagon with like glossy windows and like glossy black windows because they're windows and like glossy black wheels. I think that'd be kind of cool. What are you doing, Jesse? What? What is it?
Just listening to you talk about whatever you're thinking in your head. I don't know. Look at David. David looks like he's at home.
600 and ship the Fox.
Dude, I've been working all day.
David has been working all day.
No, but he looks at home in that wheelchair, like fits him.
Yeah, Dave, that fits you actually pretty nice. You know what fits him really nice? Is that damn dirt bike. I look like a midget on that thing, and Dave looks like a giant on it. It's crazy. Civic. Did you talk about the RV? Yeah, the RV needs an in-frame rebuild, and just too many things and other stuff going on that I just don't even have time to almost think about that thing. So you guys think the Crown Vic's ready to start yet? So basically the plan is we're gonna pull in the Crown Vic, swap the spark plugs in it, and then maybe do like a compression test like with you guys. So the live stream might get kind of like boring for a little bit, and then we're gonna probably do a burnout in it, and then basically we're gonna determine like the health of the engine, because it was kind of doing some weird sputtering thing, and then after that, after we determine that, then send it with a burnout, and then probably list it for sale, with like an email only thing, so that I don't have like a bunch of you guys calling me at like 3 in the morning. But yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. How big is your nose? Wow.
It's bigger than my head.
Wow.
Just kidding. I have a big nose.
I want to know what turbos you got sitting up on the cabinet. We got a lot of turbos on the cabinet. All right, so we're gonna go try and start the Crown Vic now.
Right.
Dave, you ready to go?
Oh.
right.
But.
Come on, Dave. Put some effort into it.
He doesn't have to do anything. I'm pushing him. What did you do? Did you have ladders?
Dave had some shipping containers that he basically had, like the city was upset at him. I'm walking out to the Crown Vic now. If you guys can't tell, nobody has the light on me right now. Oh, here were you? We do the honors.
Oh yeah.
All right, if there's sparks, back away.
Baby.
What's gas that a
put it on start mode?
Yeah.
What is the gas that a battery generates when it's charged, David?
I don't know.
Hydrogen gas?
Hindenburg is what it's called.
Oh, the
Hindenburg gas.
The freaking blimp. No, what is it? It's not hydrogen.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
Same stuff you get out of MREs. You can make bombs out of MREs.
You can make bombs out of aluminum foil and toilet bowl cleaner.
Look, it's a UFO. Look how fast that thing's moving. No, up there. Oh, I was in the...
Oh, it's pissed. Shut.
Oh.
Hold on.
Oh. Hold on. Settle down.
All right,
There's some guy with the image of it's Clorox bleach that
Oh, it's pissed.
to make bombs.
It's at 0.
Put it on like 20.
Oh man, what are you doing, Jesse? Oh, here, let me. God, Jesse, put it on 150.
He said 20.
And then go to start.
He said 20.
Go to start. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh.
I told you it wasn't me.
Yeah, it's. I think it's done. It's counting down to explode. You have 1 second. Now it says 240.
Put it on like 20 so I can at least pull it out of gear.
Oh, here, let me. Jesse, you put it on 20. Get out of here. There, it's on 20. It's giving you like the bad battery symbol, and it's like flickering.
It's getting pissed. Oh, your headlights tried to come on. Oh, your headlights like won't even come on.
Ooh. Yeah, I think you need a new battery. It's too cold. Well, maybe tomorrow we can do a live stream after we get a battery.
Well, how are the terminals on that?
Round.
Oh, they're round. So we have the positive on
Negative.
the positive on the right. Going that way. Right. That Civic battery will probably start it.
It's in that.
What's that thing too?
Well, I look at the tranny fluid. I don't know if there's any left in it.
What happened?
I accidentally ran the tranny cooler off because the tranny cooler zip tie broke.
Oh,
You have to lift up, Jesse.
sorry.
You better. What are you gonna do when your mom's old and you just like slam into the curb?
Oh, I guess that's what happened.
Just like, hey mom, take this curb.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. Thanks for picking me up from school.
No, I'm not reading these comments at all.
Why?
'Cause I wasn't paying attention.
Okay. That battery might work.
The hood's open on the SC. Yeah.
See, Robert Livingston's right. He says 2011 Super Duty burnout. I said the same thing.
Oh.
I don't know.
No, there's no way it's warm. It's 31 degrees out here.
Let's go swap this battery.
Oh my gosh.
Here, you swap and I'm gonna stay in the heat.
Yeah.
And we'll come out when you say come out.
Well, I'm taking these guys with me.
I think these guys want to stay inside and be warm.
Hold on, I need to go get my nap pad. My nap pad.
All right, guys. Well, Dave's being a wuss. Sorry that this live stream isn't that great because I seriously thought the Crown Vic was just gonna fire right up because it has before after it sat for a long time. So he's being a wuss. He doesn't want to come outside and swap a battery with me. So I'm taking you guys. I'm taking 730 of you guys out here with me since you guys are cool. Somebody said you're not cool, Dave. All right. Let's see. So I got a battery. Let's see. Hopefully you guys could see something. Oh, cool. All right.
I bet you if we put this in, it'll fire right up.
What is that?
If we put this in there, it'll fire right up, huh? Where's your camera?
Why?
What are you doing, Jesse?
I don't know what he's trying to do.
Are you selling that or what?
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I've been outside all day. Ooh, they're building trucks over there. Semis.
Okay. Hopefully this battery has some,
T-minus 10 to alarm, sir.
has some juice in it.
Bro, this thing's cold.
It's colder than Africa, Africa. It's colder than Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe.
Hopefully you guys are entertained right now.
Yes, there's got to be some kind of filler content. Look at David right here with the lightsaber light here. Oh, dude, moment of truth. This thing's gonna freaking turn up.
It's 11:09. Just put it on start.
Well, that's not. Well, now it's on charge though. What?
So so that battery had 11.9.
Oh, it's gonna start now.
But it's like a deep cycle battery. So yeah, I don't know. Milwaukee.
You bought it from the store, or do you still have some of those?
What? Damn, it's cold.
Yeah.
So where should I put you guys? All right, you guys think it's gonna start?
It will.
Here, Jesse, you wanna do the honors?
It will start. Watch.
Oh, it's 14.5. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, that's fine. Everyone says take the Crown Vic. Oh, Jesse hands. So take the Crown Vic and get rid of it is what they're saying. What happened to Dave's G35?
It's in back.
How much for the 240 Integra?
I don't know.
$3,000.
Something like that.
Oh, you broke the icicle.
Oh, here it goes. Oh, damn. What's that noise? It sounds like a knock, but it's not. Oh, it went away. The police car. The police car will last.
Here, unhook the battery.
Hold on.
Here, give me that. Unhook the battery.
Here. Grab the charger, Jesse.
Oh my gosh, almost.
I know.
Oh shit!
Whee!
Man, look at that cop car right there. That turboed cop car. Did he?
Okay.
He needs to turn the scavenge pump on.
Oh. What's he doing?
He's coming.
Why?
Coming around the mountain when he comes.
Thing sounds pretty tight.
You're clear.
You're clear. Oh.
Bring that battery in. Once it thaws out, it'll probably work.
No. Run him over.
I'm in a wheelchair. He can't run me over.
813 people.
16.
Wow. I don't even think I know that many people in my life.
What, Jesse?
I said there's 800 people on here. I said I don't even think I know that many people in my life.
I don't know. That's a lot of people.
Hello from New Zealand.
All right, I'm gonna go get the spark plugs.
Hola, Mr.
Okay.
Hola, Mr. Kiwi. David, give us a
Hold
knee
on, what's
sample.
The G35 is just chilling. It needs
give
alignment.
us a knee sample.
Sample.
Yeah, sample your knees. Show them.
Sample. Dude, these. Jesus.
Tug of war with Dodge and Ford. What Dodge?
Your Dodge.
Oh, this thing would get destroyed. It's Cummins.
Oh, yeah.
Cummins, bud.
Cummins.
Give me the knee. Jeez, David. You're not my dad. What if you're gonna...
Albania.
Hello from Argentina.
There's a lot of out of country
Give me
people.
Dave's knee. Man, everyone is obsessed with David's knee.
So check out this
The knees.
wireless
Oh, jeez.
What is going on?
wireless hood light. This is actually the first time using it for its intended purpose of it actually being a hood light.
Love David.
Oh man. Oh, that was cute. Yeah, check that out. No wires getting in the way.
If you show Dave's knee, she'll get flagged for crude content. Is that what that said?
I don't know.
or or something.
Rub the lotion on the knees.
Explicit content.
So what do you think?
I don't know.
Jay-Z swap.
Well, I mean, I think it needs the plugs.
Well,
Plugs.
you have to pull the
Needs
plugs
Jay-Z
out to do
swap.
them.
She was playing sputter last time we were messing with it. Tell them something about yourself.
About myself. You got those spark plugs?
Yeah, they're right there.
What are you gonna just do? A big old freaking limiter
Oh,
burn.
hey, do you wanna help me? You do one side, I'll do the other.
What? Why are you changing
I'll,
plugs?
I'll do the side that doesn't have the intercooler pipe.
Okay.
You're gonna do plugs
sounds
on
good.
this thing.
Yeah, we're replacing the plugs. It sputters. Okay.
It's not the plugs.
Do that face again. Wow, the face of. Should I make the thing do? Should I replace the plugs?
Dude.
Are you going to sell Big Dirty? Maybe. We're figuring it out.
He's lying.
All right, so we're gonna set you guys up over here, so that we could do things. Yeah, look at that. Did you guys attend a tech program? No. If you're asking how we're how pretty much, well, Jesse and Dave went to school and they have degrees. I got on Google and looked stuff up.
This is what my degree got me. This drink.
Pretty much.
I
And he
knew
bought
how
it
to
with a
work
credit
on
card.
cars before I went to school.
David just went to school so he could use our tools for free. Hey teacher, can I use this? Yeah, sure. Hey, can I use the lathe again? You've used it like 10 times and it's already Monday. Oh, just one more. And by one I mean 100 times.
You have to get that full college experience.
Oh,
You have
no,
to use
that-
every department's tools.
That's
You
the
gotta go-
only way you get your tuition.
You gotta go over biology and use their shit.
He said that's not nice, LOL.
What's that?
$400,000.
There's no gloves anymore. You have to buy something?
Someone says they'll buy you, Dave, for $10.
Oh, that's not enough.
Everyone's obsessed with the wheelchair. They want to Jay-Z swap it. Dave's knees weak, arm spaghetti, vomit already. They're on Dave's knees, mom spaghetti. Someone says, "Hey,
I was gathering tools. Oh, if you see any people saying random mean things, you could put them in timeout, and you could tell them to kick rocks, and you could block them from the channel. So Jesse's being the moderator in the
Hey,
in the corner over there.
someone asked about my truck's heater. What? How do they know
How do
about
they
that? How do they know about
Maybe they
that?
watch your movies.
Oh yeah, the heater's premium because does Dave sell propane and propane accessories?
What's happening?
Someone said $15 for the knees. Here you go.
$15 isn't enough.
Someone wants to lick your knee.
It's weird.
$1,000. Your bet they want to buy you. The bid's up to 1,000.
That's not enough.
Sell the moderator. He says he's nervous to drop them knees. Oh, thanks, Jeff. Drift David's wheelchair. Oh, here, I'll go over here. I'll go to the other side.
Oh, now you're in my way.
Oh, no, we're good. Here we go. Someone says they'll give you $1 million for your knees. $3,500 for David.
Are they gonna cut my knees off, or are they just gonna lick them?
$10,000 for only David's knees. $5,000 for Dave's knees. $50,000 for Dave's knees. A Russian word. Here. Oh, we gotta. Here. There we go.
Are you modding properly?
Yeah, it was tilted up a little too high, so I moved it down. Someone says $100,000 for Dave. Oh,
Dave's not for sale.
need to
okay?
put them in timeout for one of them.
Dave's not for sale.
All right. This one right there. Timeout.
Why'd they
Jamie. Shave for sale.
Someone says part out the knees. Wheelie bar for the wheelchair. Someone says they'll trade you their 99 Camry and BMX bike for your knees. And then someone else said they want your elbows.
You guys got some weird,
We're gonna quit talking about the knees.
you have some weird fetishes.
Someone says they'll give you 80 grand for the red Supra.
Okay.
Come and get it. Pick it up.
Okay. One catch. It has to be finished first.
Some guy says there's something really wrong with half the people in here.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
$1 billion for David. Oh, here we go.
Hey Jesse, let's quit talking about the knees.
No. Someone says they'll give you a 91 lowered Ranger with a 2.3 turbo for the Crown Vic.
Is that person's name Will?
No. Someone says, do you have a KA for sale?
I have a block. I could put the EcoBoost in the car and then sell that K. Honestly, I don't really want to.
When do you get to this thing?
What?
Someone says if you do a giveaway for the wheelchair, they'll buy a bunch of tickets.
That's right?
They want the wheelchair.
Jesse, come over here and get the shot.
All right, hold on. Let me take this thing off here without breaking it because it's a premium iPhone.
The $800 flashlight.
Yeah, right? All right, hold on. All right. Here we go.
Well, you had a 7, but you lost it. Or you looking for a short one? Oh, I don't have a 7 wrench. You think we?
Is it a quarter 7?
The quarter's close to 7, I think. Yeah, because I can't get to this one either, and I need like a wobbly, but I lost the wobbly.
Someone says, is that a 2-valve?
Yeah, it's actually an aluminum 2-valve because we blew up the engine out of here.
Yeah, we still be Hacker Garage.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, this whole side is...
Not
It's actually not too bad, but it's still probably not fun. Inline engines are the best. So you just like... So, Cedra Crop donates $5 and says, I was wondering for my next YouTube build, what would be a good budget drift car for a first timer? Stocky 36 or a stock 240?
I would almost, I don't know. I'm tired of seeing 240 drift cars, so let's say E36.
Yeah, E36s are stupid cheap.
Ask if anybody knows what in standard size works for metric, because I don't have anything smaller than
I think this might work.
an 8mm wrench, and it's a 7.
It
And I
doesn't fit either.
can't get to this stupid thing right there.
Someone says swap onion for David.
What's an onion?
Hey, 5/16.
That's what I was just using. It didn't work.
Quarter.
That doesn't work either. It's too small.
Oh, bud. 11:30 seconds. 11:30 seconds. Or 5/16. 5/16 is 8 mil. Well, like they're like trying to take it out. You got to take this off, huh?
Take what off? The fuel rail?
Yeah,
Hope not.
to get under there. Someone says a big hammer.
Maybe we should just pull the fuel rail off. I mean, because the injectors are stuck in there, so we have to pull. So show everybody what we're trying to do right here. 'Cause
So,
you can't
yeah,
get
he's trying to get
Hey, let me see that little wobbly.
here.
he's trying to get it in there.
Well, because you can't get anything in there. So there's basically, here, let's pull out the handy dandy flashlight. See, that is a 7mm right there, and you can't, like, I don't have the proper. You need like a wrench, but like anything you get because I have like the tip of this kind of wobbles a little bit. But see how it has a little bit of a wobble? Yeah, I think we are gonna have to pull off the fuel rail. I mean, it is only 4 bolts, and they are like
Didn't you just
stuck
pull the
in there.
injector out? What is that?
I got mine.
You pulled the top injector out right there already.
That's not the injector.
What is that? That hole right there.
I mean, it's so close.
Yeah, that's how I did mine. I just like got it on there and did it.
Oh.
Just twist the injector.
Well, it's not the injector's fault.
Someone says make a Supra themed wheelchair.
Well, we'd have to prime it and sand it first.
Honestly, it's probably not even the spark plug though. It's probably just that back too, because those are the ones that it.
Oh,
Messed
it's
up before.
ripping, Braden. It is freaking ripping.
What's ripping?
The 1J with the big turbo.
Oh yeah, Jesse's 1J rips.
Well,
It makes me want to put a 1J in something again.
It hasn't ripped.
$2 donated by Brick by Brick. Would you ever own an E30 like an M20 B25 or an M42?
Well, you
Yeah.
can check these spark plugs on this side.
Yeah, I guess we'll do that. You want to try messing with this side and all?
I thought, what happened to me do one side, you do the other side?
Uh-oh, we might have to have the fuel rail out anyhow.
You think so?
Maybe.
Someone says Dave needs an R32 GTR.
They're boats.
Arakaku112 says €5. Hi from Finland. Keep up the good work.
Oh, Tom, thank you.
Thank you. Someone just called your Milwaukee a Harbor Freight.
I'm like, why does it harbor freight like
That's funny.
Where did the little tiny wobbly go? Hey,
that? Right here.
The Civic, he said 3,500. Come get it. You've seen all the feature on the channel.
Said, come and get this Civic.
Some guy says, take your time. This is entertaining.
No, we're trying to rush through it.
Munskis Mechanical Madness says, here, have $1. And then
Okay.
donated $1.
This thing hit VTEC. Can you hear that? No. Yeah.
Oh, he said he might do a burnout. Oh, that one dude donated $5 and says 350Z is a great starter car. Just weld the diff and keep oil in it.
Yeah, go watch Adam LZ's drift build. That's like what you need to do to 350Z other than paint. You don't need to paint it.
Someone says they'll buy the Civic for 3,500 only if you put one of the speckly paint jobs on it.
A what?
Speckly paint job like the Supra.
I don't want to paint it.
Someone says how much for the RV?
RV?
Yeah. On the side of the shop.
I really don't want to get rid of it. I could sell it all and travel the world. And
No problem, Ben.
What do you think? Dave, is this
What? What did it say?
Where is it? Oh,
What are you doing?
it got deleted.
No, it doesn't get deleted, does it? What did you hit over here?
Yeah, message deleted by somebody.
Oh, because I added moderators.
Oh, okay.
Who did you add a moderator?
Someone said $2 donated. I'll give you an '83 Camaro.
So all these plugs over here look good.
Well, change them anyway.
Well, I know, but like, it's. I mean, that's
Christopher, yes.
Well, I mean,
They look
as
like
long as the electrode's not bent.
Someone says how much for the 2J drift car?
20.
grand.
20.
20 grand?
And that's just because I don't want to sell.
Yo, Marcos. The mods are making people disappear. What build are you doing next?
I added some moderators.
Like who?
Random people that wanted to be moderators.
Oh.
Benjamin Davidson said, here's $5 donated.
I don't want to pull the throttle body off.
You want to?
No, I don't.
You think we need to?
Yeah.
Should we just replace just this side and see if it's good?
Oh, yeah.
Well, this was the side that was pissed before.
Yeah, that was when it was an iron block.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
Some guy says he'll buy the Civic for $3,500. What does it have? What doesn't it have?
email me.
Email.
Email.
Dax Clary.
Are these 10s or are they?
I'm pretty sure they're. Looks like a 7 or an 8.
No, these.
I think those are 10s.
Do a burnout in the dirt bike.
Oh, that's an 8.
Do you need to pull that fuel rail?
Maybe to get to.
Somebody
that
said
stuff.
Dave needs to build a mini drift car.
A mini drift car.
Yeah, like a mini. Like a mini.
Everything that David would drive would be a mini.
That is true.
I think the fuel rail still has pressure in it.
I think if you like don't pull the injectors out of the rail, it shouldn't matter.
Well, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
But I think it is a return to the system. So.
Nice. I get that throttle body off.
Someone said they'll give you 25K for the 6.7.
That's not enough.
That's not enough. I want like 29.
30.
Someone says I'm being a sick commentator / auctioneer. Someone says, what up from Minnesota? Do a burnout on Dave.
Can we hold this back?
So now they're trying to get me whinies. I don't have a Bieber cut anymore. Look,
Hold me back.
it's gone.
Hold it right back.
So
Someone says, when will Dave complete a build?
I've completed build.
it's not on camera. He's almost done with his house. That's probably the biggest build yet. That's like the biggest build you could have.
The VR4 is completed. Now it's on to the next part of it.
Look at this.
Someone says you should rent a Crown Vic at drift events.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. I feel like it would just blow up.
Someone says come out and do a Vegas drift event this year.
I'm pretty sure.
I kind of was planning on it. I don't know. I don't know what the schedule for 17 looks like.
Aren't we in 18?
We are, dude. Someone says, who the hell is Junkyard Dave?
It's that guy right there.
It's David. He changed his name. His hat is irrelevant right now.
Yeah, because, you know.
I made David change his name.
I mean, I was trying to think of something. And
Well,
I don't know.
I just called him Junkyard Dave. Adam called him Junkyard Dave without even knowing that we called him Junkyard Dave.
tight.
Remember that?
He should have called me JDM Dave because I got him all the good stuff.
JDM Dave. Well, JDM Dave just doesn't work. Junkyard Dave worked.
This is
There
kinda
you
cool.
go. Someone
if you-
says you
if
need
you
a
ever-
vacation.
If you ever forget to like take a bolt out, it's the bolt catcher.
Listen to that VTEC on this thing.
Somebody said they'll give you $1,000 if you cut your hair like Justin Bieber.
Me.
He doesn't
Yes.
have enough hair.
Where's the clippers? Where's the I said I didn't want to do that again on this live stream, cutting my hair. I told him no at the beginning.
Someone says you need to get an autocross car.
It's like the girl that you go over to her house. You're like, no. What was that, Jesse?
I think that was a barking spider.
Dr. Pepper shirt. He doesn't have on a Dr. Pepper shirt, does
I
he?
just have this shirt on.
Oh.
Dave, will you grab the new plugs over there?
Should have kept the Evo, says 816 and friends.
Oh, I know I should have kept the Evo. Evo, that was at a point in my life where I thought I was gonna buy a house, and the Evo, I like listed it for like what I wanted out of it, and somebody offered me like what I wanted out of it, and I was like, shit. And I didn't even have to, because it had a dent in the quarter panel.
You didn't even have to paint it.
I didn't even have to paint it. So that's like a win-win-win-win-win, like win. It was great. Other than I didn't have an Evo.
So he just peeped the, yeah, look at that. The throttle body's off.
Should we do a compression test, or I mean,
Oh yeah, we could.
while we're here? I mean, we are already here.
I mean, yeah.
There's like 10 people that have asked, how come there's no Subarus, or how come you don't mess with Subarus?
Because we don't like piston slap.
And what's going on with the SE300?
It's sitting outside because I ran the training cooler over.
Man. Someone says put trans fluid down the plug holes before you take them out. Is this the same as the exploders? The ones where they break off the heads in the head? The spark plug tips?
I did a V10 and I got them all out without breaking when I was like so happy.
This isn't like that, is it?
When you were 10 years old.
You take the plugs out of this and they snap? Is that what these do?
Those plugs are like super long.
So I thought we had to pull the fuel rail off. We didn't.
Steven says, yeah, these are the ones that break when you pull them.
Well, I mean, this is an aluminum block, but I don't think it matters. This isn't a 5.4. The 5.4s are the ones that are...
Yeah, they're not the ones with those stupid plugs that are like you.
There's like 10 people that have said, come to Brainerd International Raceway in Minnesota for the United States Power Cruise.
Huh. You know, there was a... So Roadkill's doing this, like... I think it's called, like, zip-tied drags or something. And I had, like, the thing written out, and I was going to apply to it, and I was going to, like, just bring this, and it would have been perfect. The Roadkill...
Was that the thing in Arizona?
Yeah. Yeah, the zip-tied drags or whatever. I think is what it was.
Yeah, it was definitely, that's what it was.
I mean, this would have been perfect for it. And
He said the 3-valve plugs break, but the 2-valve plugs blow out.
Maybe.
Like they pull out of the head.
All right, so we disconnected all the plugs, and then I guess you want to do the honors?
You gonna freaking
So probably
shoot
starting
it?
that, well, the front to the back, and then we'll...
I'm gonna guess one cylinder is gonna be down.
No,
Well, none of the plugs were bent, so it didn't detonate.
I don't think it detonated. The plugs all look good. It's just sputtering and being funny. So honestly, like, I would love to make 400 wheel with this thing. Like,
You gotta tune it.
no, I know. I need to find somebody who could actually tune HP tuners
Did you give me that
on this thing, because I did flash. So I think I'm the only person ever who's actually turboed like a like
think you
an
gave me the right one.
05 and up Crown Vic with flashing the stock ECU with HP tuners. So I do have an upgraded, like I think it's an HPX mass airflow sensor that we have welded in there. The 80-pound Siemens Deca injectors. What else? I think that's about it. Like EGR's deleted. And then we have basically how the turbo kit works on here. Can you show?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take them over here.
Here,
Real quick.
you got the.
So if you guys don't remember the Crown Vic build, it's basically a rear mount turbo. If you guys are wondering, I don't know if you could see. So right there, this is that is a turbo off of a 7.3 Power Stroke. And if you guys haven't watched my video on that, just go. It's on a playlist on my channel. It's the Turbo Crown Vic like Haggard Garage Burnout Challenge. And basically we did like a burnout car. It's like an Australian style burnout car. And did like a little challenge thing. So they turboed theirs and it didn't work that well. And I ended up winning that thing, but that was like, I think that was over a year ago. I think January 1st. So had this thing basically just chilling for over a year, not really knowing what to do with it. But I don't know. Somebody said stock bottom end with like the fire like emojis, like they blow up at 400 horse, but I don't think they do. There was, I think, like the Hot Rod Garage, you know how they did that challenge with like the LS1? And they basically, I think they got one of like a 2-valve. All they did was do a simple turbo setup on it and tuned it. And they made like 560 wheel, or like 560 on an engine dyno. So honestly, I mean, I think I could easily make 400 wheel on this thing and not really have too many issues, as long as I could. It's just really, really complicated as far as tuning goes with that. Maybe if I knew HP tuners a little bit more. I'm not like a tuner by trade. I'm just kind of could squiggle my way through things and change stuff enough to get in trouble. But I would love it if I could find somebody who actually was able to tune HP tuners on this thing. It will probably crack a piston stock ring gap plus boost equals ring life. So I mean, it survived a 1-minute burnout. That's when it wasn't like sputtering or doing anything funny. It survived the 1-minute burnout, like full power, like it was like 8 pounds of boost. I mean, making some power. I mean, it sounded nice.
Is this on the first engine or the second engine?
This is the second engine. Yeah, we did the burnout on the second engine, and it survived. All the plugs look fine.
Yeah, we just pulled them out.
So yeah, Jesse, we're gonna
It's freaking.
compression test.
Let's see if
It's
this
all the way in there.
engine is pumped or not.
You ever?
Let's see. Let's read
How
it.
many rotations should we give her?
Do it 4. 150.
That's not bad.
So that was like four little bump cranks or whatever.
Not 150.
So we got 150 on that cylinder.
That's better than an SR.
Yeah, there's 8 of these. Should we hook up the battery charger? We should be right.
If she starts sounding like a little,
Like a little girl, huh?
yeah, we'll give her a little juice. But
So yeah, I mean, honestly, I think the engine's healthy. I think it's just an issue with the tune. Kind of as soon as you start it to get into
Okay.
boost, it kind of like sputters.
let's put 100 in it.
What's the second one here? What is that?
You almost did a whole 4 of them.
Well, it did.
What's the number?
That wasn't 4. It's like under. It's like 130.
Should I do it again?
Yeah. Make sure you do 4. That's better.
What was that?
It's closer to 150. You know this piece of wood's just dropping a bunch of stuff everywhere?
Well, it's melting. Probably. Hey, I guess we can use this.
Oh, you know what's tight? You have the piece of wood on the idler and it's spinning.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's Alright, so should I just let it bump like 7 times?
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Just to see what it does?
It's out.
Well, was it still going up or should we?
No, yeah, it's still going on.
Well, should I do like 5 or 6?
I mean, usually I go till it stops.
Well, let's do that. Well, I'll do 4 and then we'll change it.
Well, just keep going. Yeah, it's 150.
Should we keep going?
Well, here let's try it again. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's a little over 150.
Okay. So like 4 is fine.
That was number
3? I don't know. I don't
so
know how they're numbered.
bank 1 basically,
So
right?
that's number. Yeah, that was number 3.
Four numbers are weird
This is the
anyhow,
odd. This is the odd side. Pretty sure it's the odd side because that one's further forward. Oh no, this is the even side.
What's up, Sean?
Okay.
John, who?
Mustang.
Oh, Tom, what up?
Trevor says yo.
Good. 150.
Oh, this is
Oh, that's good because that back cylinder was the one that we actually popped the ringland and like cracked the piston on, and the other engine.
Yeah, but that's when you tried E85. Let's put E85 in it.
I don't know what was happening. So technically, this car is it's a flex fuel car.
I just lost it.
Oh no. So it's a flex fuel car, so it has a E85 table. And the way that it doesn't have an ethanol content sensor, it has basically a wideband sensor, like a factory wideband in it. And so what it does is it was,
Let's talk about
like-
cranking it.
what it did is it like switched over to the E85 table, which had a bunch of timing. So like I was cruising this thing around on like 5 pounds of boost and it was just like, I mean, it was like it was fast, but it had like 30 degrees of timing. So
30 degrees.
Okay. Yeah, 150.
That's good. This
yeah, that is good.
this-
I'm excited. 'Cause
we got 3 more, and if they all pass, then this thing doesn't need a Kaio or an
This
Eco
thing- This
Boost.
thing just needs a tune.
a Yodi or a 6-liter Power Stroke
Oh,
or that 7.3.
Too bad you didn't buy that 6-liter from the auction for $1,000.
There's always more.
Next. Okay, close enough to 150.
Close enough. Okay.
is that number 3 on that bank?
No, this is the even side, I think. I don't know which side this is. It might be the odd side.
What I was getting ready to say something brilliant.
You were talking about the E85 timing table out at 30 degrees, and it was
How
fast.
pull up, yeah. Yeah, but then I went in and I like unselected that table and like said no. If any of you guys know somebody who could tune this thing on HP tuners that knows
Okay.
Ford HP tuners really well, let me know. I was gonna say this engine is actually a really rare engine. So it's out of a '02 Mercury Mountaineer, which is an all-wheel drive, like little SUV thing, and it's actually aluminum block, aluminum heads, which is really rare in the 2-valve. I think that's the only aluminum block 4.6 there actually is. Don't quote me on that, but other than like I think that like the Cobras, maybe those
Okay.
ones are. I don't know.
David and Ford.
Yeah, that's gonna go 175. Just climbing.
Should we let her go? Maybe they're all down. That...
No, you're fine.
It's only at like 160.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
It was like 150. You're good on all of them.
Well, they're within 10%.
Yeah.
Like 10% is like 15 variants, so it could have been 175, and technically have been like okay. So I guess yeah, let's smash some plugs in it.
Smash some laps in it, mate.
So I hope everybody's enjoying the live stream because like kind of this style of video is almost what I feel like it's just like hanging out with your boys in the garage. You know, with Jesse and Dave and Trevor and a Turbo Crown Vic. Dave's tired. Oh, Dave has these shirts for sale on his website. Go check it out. It's knockoff if you don't know what that means.
The boys.
The boys.
Don't dog them.
Don't dog them boys, all right? Where's the... Oh, okay. This thing doesn't have the stupid rubber in it.
Hey, Sean, the Z32 brakes, if you can't find any,
Oh, here, Dave, you want to do that?
Powered by Max makes some brand new ones and they're pretty cheap.
That's some 370Z brakes. I have some AMG S600
Hey,
brakes.
quit doing that.
Oh, what side are you on? I thought
I
it
don't
was.
know. Were you doing the easy side?
I did both sides.
Everyone says,
Should we gap these guys down or
make some dad jokes.
I don't know. Do what you need to.
I mean, they probably. What do you think the gap is on that?
It's probably like .028.
It's probably fine.
Jay-Z
It's
gap.
probably
It's probably pre-gapped. Jay-Z gap. It'll be
So
fine.
you just want to throw these in here?
Yeah.
Oh, you probably just bent it.
Damn it, David. I'm gapping them. That's how you gap them. Is you just slide them
You
down.
just let them
Just
hit.
freaking throw them in there.
It's tight about Fords. They have this little shelf right here, and you just throw all kinds of stuff right there.
This thing? Powered by Max.
Powered by.
What's he asking about?
He's asking who makes those brakes, and it's the same as the drop knuckles on Trevor's S14 in the rear. PBM, some people like to call it.
PB&J.
Some guy says those better be NGK.
They are.
I don't know.
We all liked the last time.
Fords like Autolite and Motorcrafts for some reason.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, these are NGK TR6s, which I think is one stage colder than stock.
Man, 8 cylinders, 8 times as much parts.
Yeah,
Someone says do Bosch, David. What do you think about Bosch?
they're pretty dope. I like their injectors.
The
I
EV12?
don't like their oil filters though.
The EV12s.
Actually, I do like their oil filters.
Why?
I made out on that deal.
Dave did. You made it. Did you tighten it up, Dave?
Someone said you should have went with E7s or 7s plug range.
I don't have a.
Yeah, but I'm not running like more than 8 pounds of boost, so it should be fine. Well, I was googling things and people were saying the TR6s are all right for like.
Yeah, Trevor's on the Googler.
Yeah, I was. I was on Google.
Doesn't that tighten to 55 foot-pounds?
Yeah.
Just let it rip.
Okay. Well, I already kind of tightened them with the other one. All right, 55 foot-pounds.
That's if a full battery, right?
It's lithium, so it doesn't really fade.
Jeez.
Well, I got a dainty grip on it right now. So.
When that safety smashes your hand into something.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're getting kind of close.
Are all these the same?
Yeah.
There's the one that's like off.
I don't think so.
The new Baron says, any plans for a Japan trip again?
I'm planning, I think, on going for the Spring Matsuri, because technically Aaron Losi gave me and True, which is one of his friends, an S13 there that has a Rodnock SR. So we're planning on going there and replacing the engine in it, like in the parking lot, and like
With-
the first couple of days.
With a JZ.
I wish.
Where's the other coil at? Oh, it's right here.
I've always I think that would be rad to do,
I told Trev it would
but
be
at the
hard.
same time, it's like, man,
It'd be
that's a lot of freaking work to have a car in Japan. Like, and the SRs in Japan seem like they run really, really well because like the octane is better,
And they're at sea level.
and they're at sea level, and they're like made in Japan, so they're like in their homeland, so they're like excited to be there in a car that was like that hasn't been pulled out of, or I don't know. Seems like SRs, I guess, run better over there, is what people say. But I mean, I'd rather have a JZX 100, but they're really expensive, and I just can't justify the cost of having an expensive car in Japan when I already have 25 cars in America. So you guys know what I'm saying.
Says every car you have should be the same paint scheme.
Yeah, but then I would just have a fleet of.
What?
Here.
What am I doing with
These are for the coil bolts.
No, they're not. I already have the coil bolts. Or what did I put in there?
Oh, those are the bolts out of the intake manifold.
Oh, the throttle blade bolts?
Yeah, the throttle body bolts.
Yes, Sean.
What's he saying?
Said Part Shop Max. I don't know why they call them like 5 different names.
Depends on the day.
Part Shop Max, PBN, Power by Max,
Depends who's talking.
duh,
PB&J.
PB&J. Robert says he's sending you 2 large 2-topping pizzas to you, and he expects the Civic in return.
If anybody from Milwaukee's watching, this light needs to point this way.
This kind of works.
And it points at like something you're not even looking at.
Kind of point like
Forward.
It needs to like,
Where the bolt hole is.
yeah, you like need light down
Give me
here.
that. Are you done with this side?
Well, you only gave me 1 bolt.
Oh, here. Well, there's 2 more. There should be another one lingering somewhere.
Is it that? Didn't you drop off?
Someone's Clorox Bleach says Dave was about to fall asleep. Now he's working.
Well, if I sit around, I go to sleep. If I never stop working, I never sleep.
Max Buster says lower Dave's knees on BC coilover.
And daily him, huh? And try to drift him automatically.
So
No.
someone asks why you're mad. Trevor.
Who? Why I'm mad?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not mad.
Trevor's always mad.
Sometimes I look serious, but I'm not.
10 people have said you should build Jamie a drift car.
She's scared. We talked about it at that last drifting event because the BMW I was going to teach her to like do some stuff in it, but we need another bolt. I guess I'd lost that bolt, which isn't good. But I asked her if she would be comfortable with driving that car that hard, like on a track like that, and she's like, not really.
Oh, Tickle HD says you need to go on a rant.
Ran about what?
Something good. Good rant.
Good? Or what?
I don't know. Just a good old-fashioned Mush on TV rant. Yeah, this is like you can barely get to that. You can't really get to it.
I don't know where that bolt went.
I don't know. That's like a rare bolt too.
Everyone says Jamie just needs a push from Nicole.
Yeah, I think if like Nicole, I think Nicole's 1J car would be perfect at OSW. So like if we go back to, oh here it is. Or I should say when we go back to
It's this front one.
Orlando, we'll probably see if we could get like Jamie to teach, or get Nicole to teach Jamie to drift. That'd be pretty rad. Uh-oh, Dave's gonna go to sleep.
He's back in the wheelchair. Look at this thing. Luke Blackburn says, when's that KTM gonna freaking chooch, bud?
It runs.
It runs. It just smokes.
Smokes from the electrical connectors. It's the voltage regulator. So I charge. Where's that little gasket?
Yeah, look at
Right there.
these two.
Oh, that's what fell on the ground.
Dave.
Yeah, so I charged the KTM with a battery charge. Look at this gasket.
I just was talking about it. It's so if
What
you
is
leave
that?
bolts in there, like, it catches them.
You think?
I don't know, probably not.
Okay. I mean that would be kind of cool. You could cut bolts. You know, shout out to Ford right now. I'm gonna just say shout out to Ford. Like they make some cool stuff.
Someone says Dave's got his check engine light on.
You think?
Dino. Wheelie contest. Crown Vic burnout. Burnout on the wheelchair. Ola from Melbourne, Australia. Dave, your check engine light's on. What are you gonna do?
It's more like my gas gauge is on
Do
empty.
a knee wheelie on the wheelchair.
What?
Someone says update your meme playlist.
I
You know
haven't,
what happened to that one bolt?
I haven't thought of any new ones.
They've had some organic memes for a while, and then he lost.
Oh,
all of them.
I saw I saw his 1 year ago on Facebook memes. They were pretty funny. Like all the Facebook ones you made. Like Watch Me Whip and Nay Nay and then some other ones.
I deleted that one off YouTube.
Why? Izek says nice hat. How much for the t-shirt?
They're 15.
$15. Damn, Dave.
Roz's SMG says Swagmaster Dave. They remember when you ate cereal.
Hey, what it was I was eating critical. No,
It's like you spelled cereal wrong, Dave.
like autocorrected cereal to critical.
He said in the title it wasn't clickbait.
Hey. Above knee, below knee.
Oh yeah. Hey, what exit was those Turbo Next turbos? Were they V-bend or were they?
I think one of them was.
They're both the same.
Yeah, I think they were all V-bend. All right, so we're plugging things in.
This thing's gonna rip so freaking hard. This thing like has some nasty limiter too. Like I remember it.
Go watch the Crown Vic burnout videos, guys.
Everyone
This
says
thing makes like the best turbo sound.
everyone says they can't wait for you to do one today in the cold.
Oh, what's happening? There's like a gasket that's getting hung up.
There's like 10 people asking, was there some kind of story behind the knees?
Damn it, look at that. Oh, Dave's knees? I don't know. I was doing so the story behind Dave's knees is I was doing an Instagram live stream one day, and we were talking about like something stupid, and somebody was like making a joke talking about Dave's knees, like kind of like a fetish or something. Like they had a thing for Dave's knees because Dave's knees were out. Like, Dave wears like those, like the dad shorts that come like above the knee. You can see his knees.
I don't wear the dad shorts. It's because I'm 6'8". Nobody makes shorts long enough.
So you guys that are tall probably know that struggle, but yeah, so that's pretty much where Dave's knees came from, and then they'd be out sometimes in my videos, and people would get pumped and remember the live stream. And
Oh,
Hey Jesse, what do you think about Wayne?
so this gasket got all like torn. Look at that torn gasket.
Maybe that's why I was all mad.
Maybe like the TPS.
someone says cut up the broken headlight on the Mustang into a cold air induction. That would work, but that's the wrong
like
side.
10 people have told me that.
That's the wrong side. The turbo's on the other
Yeah, I
side.
know the turbo's on that side, but The stock air intake goes over there.
Oh, bud, you could probably do that then.
Damn it.
Someone says David blew his knee gasket.
You think we should check the oil? Well, no.
There's a couple of people that say you should put gasoline underneath the rear tires and light them on fire. That would be cool.
Bleach, but it didn't light on fire.
Someone's name on here is Trevor. Notice me, please.
That's funny. We noticed you, okay? Okay, well, I guess it doesn't want to, like, actually officially clip, but it works.
Neither did that back injector stuff.
Huh?
Neither did that back injector.
I undid the back injector?
No, I said neither did the back injector.
Huh.
I wish my sub-brand bushings were here.
Me too, Dave.
I want to put that
Me
sub-brand
too.
in my car.
All right, tools are coming off the cowl. Things are happening. Let's see, I gotta plug in all these injectors.
Yes.
Yes, what?
Someone was asking if it was me behind the camera.
Jesse, is that you behind the camera? Yes.
You like
3,500 for the Civic. Solid bushings on Dave's knees. Tickle HD wants to know if you would come take his Cobalt SS Turbo for a rip.
Oh yeah, I'll take it for a rip. Where's he at?
Where are you at, Tickle?
tickle me timbers. Arr.
Someone wants to know where your RB block is that you were cleaning, David.
It's-
Drift car's doing good. It's in the garage,
It's
just
in my-
hanging out.
It's in my grandma's garage.
All right, so we're gonna fire this guy up.
Someone says you need to be wearing suspenders when you do anything with this car.
Me?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know, because it's fitting. Suspenders in the Crown Vic. I don't know.
I mean that kind of makes sense. All right, let's see if she runs.
All right, here we go. The quick 5-10 minute plug swap here. It's like kind of loud for y'all.
Also, like,
Orange
well, the
focus.
fuel gauge didn't work, huh?
Turn on the scavenge pump.
It's automatic.
Oh, bud. He says he's in Pennsylvania. He'll let you drive it.
I don't remember. Well, the gas gauge didn't work.
Smells kind of like. Smells like something burning off of it. I don't know what that is. Smells like burnt something. Dirt? Yeah, Tony, I have my own channel. Jesse Drift. What is that?
What was that?
What was that? Did you hear that?
What was that?
Dude, that was. Whoa! The heater core line's like flexing big time. This dude, the heater core, when he revs, it goes like pressurizes the balloon. Run! Oh! When you rev it, the heater core line like balloons out. The outlet coming from the engine, the thing like goes like this when you rev it. Where are you at, David LeMay? He'll do it. I don't know what that is, but that's kind of weird.
Jesse's gonna go rev it.
What's the hook?
Yeah.
That's odd. That would make sense if it was sputtering. It's fine when you pre-rev it, but if you like try and build boost, it gets pissed. The compression test is fine, which is weird. Huh. What's it's doing that weird timing advance thing again? It idles like a spring chicken. Where are you at, David LeMay? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Pennsylvania, is that what you mean?
I wonder, 'cause so these things I think have, like on the intake manifold,
They have a
so
coolant.
when you rev it, it like pressurizes the heater hose, like it actually
I
expands.
wonder
It
if
gets
the
bigger.
intake manifold gasket's leaking.
Maybe.
Because
I mean,
boost is going through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the compression's fine.
Yeah, unless it doesn't show unless it's running. I don't know, it just like wants to sputter though. Like as soon as you try to like put any load on it, it just like wants to sputter. I don't know. I was hoping it was just gonna be the spark plugs, but it seems like it still wants to do that again. Turbo sounds good though. Well, should we let it warm up just a little bit and then attempt to do a burnout?
Yeah.
If it like starts sputtering and stuff, I won't do a burnout. We'll just do like one in the Mustang.
Trotting Fox donated $2 and says, see if a burnout fixes it. Heater hose delete kit.
Yeah, we can just pinch it off with a pair of vice grips. Maybe that'll keep it from being upset. No, I forget how the intake manifold is designed though, because we did have to swap intake manifolds on it. We didn't. I think we got a new gasket set, but maybe
Is it the
doesn't-
cork gasket or
maybe-
that stupid paper
I'm
gasket?
pretty sure it's like a rubber one,
Oh,
like
okay.
a nice. Like it should have been a nice one, but I mean maybe it doesn't like 10 pounds of boost. Because it's not used to 10 pounds of boost, but.
I do not.
I mean, it runs beautiful though. Like it sounds like a great car. Like honestly, if I took the turbo off of it, it'd be like a perfect Crown Vic.
Oh yeah, maybe good.
I mean, that thing slung donuts when it was stock. Like when it wasn't even turboed, it would sling some donuts and do some burnouts. But when it was turboed, man, it was a beast. I wish I could like insert clips in here so I could like show people. I have like this one video on my phone where it just sounds like super nasty on the previous engine before it blew up, but. It sounded nasty. Like, if you guys know the sound of like a turbo V8, like in boost, where it's like actually making power, it was like where it just like screams and like it just gets this like tone to it, where it just like roars. I don't know. That's how it was.
Yeah, there's like 5 people on here that says probably the intake manifold gasket because they have a lot of problems.
Yeah,
The Ford guys with the Ford logos.
nice. I love YouTube. I'm just kind of letting it warm up a little bit before we attempt a burnout of any sort. The tires on the back aren't that great anyhow. They're like 16s and they're like bald. I think they're actually the tires I used for the burnout competition, the Man Kings. What do you think, Dave?
Is there actually going to be a Step Brothers too? Look, there is.
Jared says he found you a Barrett engine.
No, tell him to email me.
Email him.
Where at? Where's that?
Where's it at? Gerard
I
Keegan.
I want an FG XR6 turbo engine. I found one in Australia. The guy's willing to ship it to me. and I found a complete manual transmission like the T56, and I think it's a TR6060, and I slept on it is what happened. Like I should have, like as soon as I seen it and it was a good deal, and I just told the guy who had the motor that it was a good deal, because he was basically, what was going to happen is 2 people in Australia had the parts. So the one guy with the wrecking yard had the Barra engine, and then the other guy, because he actually pulled it out of a complete like an 08 FG XR6 turbo. Anyhow, and it had a manual transmission, but he sold like the harness, sold the ECU, sold all that other stuff, but he had like the FG long block. And then this other dude on eBay in Australia had a complete TR66 or TR6060 manual transmission swap, like pedals, gauge cluster, I think steering column key, the tranny, the drive shaft, the clutch, the flywheel, like the engine harness, the ECU, everything, absolutely everything. And I sent it to that one guy, and he's like, dude, that's a good deal. He's like, so he might have bought it. But pretty much I got on eBay like 2 or 3 days later when I was like officially going to do it, and the tranny was sold. And I'm like, well, there's no point in actually ordering this engine if I can't figure out a tranny, because the Ford Barra engine is really, it's like its own thing. Like they made it in Australia for Australia, so there's no like transmission options. I know QuickTime in the United States makes a bell housing for it, but it's to like a dog box or something, which I could have done, but I didn't really want to.
Gerard says he has the full swap everything in Oregon.
Is it? What is it? Which one is it?
The good one. He says he tweeted you a link.
Okay. Well, I need it. Yeah. Does he actually have it? Is it like his?
Gerard, is that yours? Is that your Barra,
I mean,
or
if that's actually his Barra?
or you just know someone that has one?
Because I found a guy that has one in Florida, but it's like he doesn't know anything about it. He like imported it, but he thinks it's like gold, and he wants 12 grand for it. And supposedly it's like it has the blue valve cover, which is the one that like is technically should be a good one, like the 270T. So it technically should be the good one, but he wants like 12 grand for it, and he like can't give me pictures, and I like wasn't gonna give him 12 grand for it, but I just wanted to see even if it was like front, rear sump.
They said they make a bell housing for a turbo 400.
Yeah, that. But I mean, the automatic wouldn't do me any good.
You get the ratchet shifter. Ooh.
So I mean, I thought about, well, even then you can't e-brake or do anything with an automatic. But yeah, I really want to do like a CD09 conversion, but then like working, because I was talking to Collins about doing that, but then it's like really complicated, because then like I already have an expensive engine here, then I have to get it to Florida so that he can do all the measurements and do all that stuff, and then like get it back here. It just gets complicated, and it turns like I want to have the Mustang running like a season, so I don't want to make it complicated.
So the blue top's an F6 motor?
I'm not sure. But the blue top is like the 270T, which is like the newer one, which I think is like the 08 and up, or maybe, because I know you want like the ones at least that aren't older than, I don't know, don't quote me on it, I think like 05 and up or something, or like the better ones. But any of the FGs, which I think FGs are like the 08 and up, is what I want.
The wheels are gonna start making.
Oh, that's crazy.
Hi, David.
Dave's clear wheels.
Clear barrels.
Clear barrels. All right, should we see if this thing will do a burnout?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not promising anything. If it starts sputtering, I'm gonna get out of it. If it blows up, it'll
I've been good for Joe. Just doing my YouTube stuff and working. I got this tranny in this truck built that Trevor sold me. It's fully built 5.9 Cummins stuff now. Are you gonna do a burnout with the light on and like the hood open, or what?
Well, that's what I was doing.
All right, that'll work. David, get over here. We're gonna do a burnout. See if this thing freaking sends her. Oh yeah, that's good right there. I'm gonna get behind the light so we got a good. Eee. Yeah.
Look at all the smoke in there.
Ooh. 1 second, everyone. All right. Get into position here. Whoa.
And then it sputters and it gets pissed.
Yeah.
It sounds nasty. The air fuel goes to like 8.
8.
It's like pig ridge.
People are donating money and they say smash the limit.
Yeah, it goes to like, I don't know. We'll try it one more time.
Try and do a soft, like, ease up to it if you can. Tire's flat.
Yeah, it goes lean. So it goes like pig rich, and then it just goes like straight lean.
Wonder if it's a table thing.
It has to be something with the, I mean, just the tuning on this thing. I need to actually find somebody who knows what they're doing. And then like pay them to do it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's definitely a complicated situation. I mean, it sounds great though.
Oh yeah, it sounds like an airplane.
Because basically what it does is it goes to like 2 pounds of boost, and that's when it sounds good and it's doing all right. And then as soon as I let it creep past that, it just goes lean.
Huh. Wonder if you could...
It's just going lean. Like it'll go. It's like doing like 11, 8, and then all of a sudden it just like goes nothing 20. Like so, there's definitely something cutting something saying don't do that. I don't know. I should probably. There's this one guy I added on Facebook. He like actually works for HP tuners, and he like messes with stuff. Maybe I'll like shoot him a quick video or something and show him about this thing, and ask him, say, hey, what do you think of this? Do you know anybody who could actually tune this thing?
Yeah.
That would be sick. Cause it, I mean, like as cool as it would, almost this is like the coolest car I have, in a way. You know, it'd be a shame to get rid of it.
And it is colder than Africa outside. Oh, let's hang this right there. I don't know how to turn that thing off. Whoa. Yee. 10% left.
Oh, on my battery?
Yeah.
Huh. Alright guys, so that's, I think we accomplished the 3 things that we wanted to do in this video, which was basically attempt to replace the spark plugs in the Crown Vic and try to do a burnout, talk about the Supra, and then explain, going through like the whole like 25 random project cars that I have. So yeah, it's a little bit after 9 o'clock, a little over the 2-hour mark. So I mean, I appreciate all you guys for sticking around and watching. Hopefully you guys thought that the Crown Vic burnout was I mean, at least you guys got some turbo V8 sounds in there, and it didn't blow up. And I know that the motor's at least good. Definitely need to figure out that issue with the like the intake manifold, like ballooning that heater hose. So maybe pull off the intake manifold and check the condition of the gaskets, or maybe just do like a boost check or like a boost leak test. Just hook it up to the throttle body and see if it's actually pressurizing the cooling system. That would be like the easiest way to check it. So we might go over that in a couple days, maybe not in a couple days, because I don't know. Maybe we'll do that before we pull it out. Yeah, anyhow, on the Supra, if you guys weren't around for the beginning of that, basically the plan is there is going to be a couple little specs in the car, like them specs that I was like upset or frustrated about. I was trying to say them both at the same time. I think I'm just going to like get over that. I'm going to respray the rear bumper, respray a side skirt, and then a mirror, and basically re-clear the whole car, cut and buff the thing, and just drive it. Because having a perfect Supra that you already have, I mean, I already have so much time, but like to get it to like that level to where I felt like it should have been, it would just gonna be like so many more hours, and then I'm just definitely not gonna be stoked about like driving it or parking it anywhere. But I already said that in this video. But yeah, if you guys have stuck around this long, I appreciate it. I mean, if you guys are watching this later in you know, like in the future, like after it's uploaded on YouTube or whatever, be sure to let me know. Say, hey, you know, I can't believe I sat around for, you know, 2 hours and 15 minutes or whatever and watched you do all this crap. But nonetheless, I do appreciate it. I appreciate all of the super chats and the donations and stuff. Sorry I didn't have a chance to actually go through a lot of the comments. I've been, you know, kind of preoccupied, busy doing some other stuff. But I figured the live stream would be kind of cool to actually just kind of hang out with you guys, have you guys hang out with us in the shop, and you know, change the spark plugs in the Crown Vic, see if we can get that thing going, and go on a couple of rants. Jesse, you good at doing wheelchair wheelies?
Kind of, not really.
All right, don't hurt yourself. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Well, it's like all about the balance point. You just get the balance point and you set it.
I have a big head, so it's off.
You set it and forget it. Oh, wow. That's terrible.
Jesse's gonna go too far back.
Can't do it.
Jesse's gonna ruin himself on the wheelchair. Oh, this is scary.
Jesse,
Oh, you're doing it wrong. So what you need to do is you need to throw your weight here. You want me to show you?
Like
So you
this?
kind of like back up, yeah. Like back up, but like the balance point is really low. It's almost like right there. But don't lean back like so far.
Jesse leans back.
We're teaching Jesse how to.
Oh,
Oh wow, that's
I
scary.
can almost feel it. Hold
We're
on.
gonna watch
Get
Jesse
Just getting scared. There we go.
eat it here in the shop.
Oh.
So Jesse's YouTube channel is Jesse Drifts. Dave's YouTube channel is Junkyard Dave. My YouTube channel is Motion TV. So be sure to check out all three of them. All three of them. And I'll put Jesse's link in the description. I'll put Dave's link in the prescription if you guys want to go look at their things. David just got done with his house, so I think he's actually going to start working on cars again.
Yeah, I mean,
Hopefully he sells it and then he has money to work on cars again. That'd be pretty
You
rad.
could do wheelchair races. Look at this, dude.
All right, well, I'm going to
I told Trevor.
add Jesse Drift. Hey, let me do some wheelies on there real quick.
I told Trevor.
We'll
I could
send
pull
it out with
behind
the
a
wheelies.
6.7, and he could do some wheelchair drifts.
Wheelchair drifts? See, so like the bounce point is just like right here. So like once you just, I mean, you could just kind of like hang out. You just do wheelies like all day, and you could just do shop rants. And stuff.
Oh,
So, and then what you do, like you were trying to like chase a wheelie out.
I know, right?
You just got to kind of like do it gently, and just I don't know. Like I said, that
feel the balance point.
I'm teaching Jesse how to do a wheelie right here, and then.
This is good information for when we're older, though. This is actual, like, stuff we need to learn.
I can't believe I got this for $20. I seriously, I love it. Like, it's a perfect shop chair. But, all right, guys. So I'm gonna call it at here. Again, appreciate you guys all watching, and I'm not even gonna say anything about the Supra. Something might happen with it, something might not. But we'll catch you guys later. And again, appreciate you guys tuning in and hanging out with me for like 2 hours. I think we've had over 500 people here the whole time, so that's pretty rad. So see you guys later. Take it easy. Have a good rest of your night, and yeah.